Hi, I'm Anna. I'm a PhD student at the University of Plymouth, and today I will be talking you through some data I've collected for one of my first projects. So day-long audio recordings allow us to capture the linguistic features of infants' home environments and to estimate the quality and quantity of language input during different activities. The activities that infants engage with provide them with unique opportunities to receive contextualised language input. For example, at bath time, infants are more likely to hear bubbles than spoon. So if some activities are aligned with a specific vocabulary, how may language input in activities differ in multilingual environments, where input includes multiple languages? Are activities in multilingual homes structured around specific languages and specific speakers? The current study explores these questions using day-long audio recordings. We tested 24 multicultural families living in London, but this post will show preliminary data from 17 families. Our infants wore specially made t-shirts with pockets that fit a small USB recording device, which provided us with an average of 13 hours of data per family, from which we annotated an average 8%. We annotated utterances for speaker, addressee, language and activity type, and today I'm only focusing on mealtime and playtime. We examined all the speech produced during these activities and calculated the proportion with which each language was present, and you can see that in the top two graphs, the data presented here is structured with language 1, 2 or 3 differing by the cultural identities of the families. As you can see, families differ widely in how they use each of their languages during these activities, which may be a reflection of the number and identity of caregivers who are present during these interactions, which brings me to the subsequent graphs below where we looked at the number of speakers who were present during these two activity types. And as you can see, we have also captured some variability in that there are meal times where the speech that we captured is coming from both caregivers, where in some families it strictly comes from one caregiver, and these patterns don't necessarily map out to the same patterns seen in playtime. Overall, when we look at the relationship between the number of speakers and the number of languages present during these activities seen in the final graph, the first thing we notice is that there is a higher proportion of 2 speakers and 2 languages. But notice that even when there was 1 speaker present, there was a higher likelihood of the speech input being in 2 languages rather than 1, meaning that this 1 speaker switched between languages during these interactions. To conclude, interacting with 1 speaker does not necessarily mean certain activities would be language specific overall, as that speaker can switch between languages, meaning that certain routines in the day can provide multilingual infants with a chance to learn vocabulary in a variety of languages even when only 1 speaker is present. The variability of languages and the number of speakers seen in this data presented today is the first step into understanding these environments better. And the next stages of our analysis, once all family data have been annotated, we aim to examine the frequency and content of words and activities across languages in terms of the types and tokens of words that are produced, as well as the features in the input over more activity categories.